Race number 1 of 3 today was Worth the Wait 5K up in Westmont, PA. It's a pretty easy course overall, maybe 100 feet a gain, maybe 110, somewhere in that range. I'm not really sure. I didn't get to look at my watch yet. I think it's its 3rd year, 4th year that the race has been held. They have a 5K and a 10K option. I only did the 5K this year, but I've taped. If you want to see the actual race course, I taped it. It's up online. So you can actually see both courses, because the 10K is just an extension of the 5K, but it goes through a different part of Westmont. I have no idea what those streets are, because there's a bunch of different turns. I think somewhere around the golf course area it takes you to. Some of that area. But this 5K, which is what I did, it stays around like the incline plane in the Westmont Grove area. It's actually like a reverse of the Round the Mound course. And there was another race or two that started like at the Grove. That this is just basically the opposite far end start of those races. So it starts at the Westmont Elementary School, well, across the road, like where Stackhouse Park entrance is. Then you run down that main street for half mile or so, maybe 7/10, before you do a couple U's around the incline plane area before heading down to the Grove, going the whole way down to like the entrance of the Grove, looping out there and doing like another U before you hit back that, I don't even know what the hell the road's called, but whatever, you hit back on the one road. And then instead of taking that main road that you took on the way out, you take like a back road next to that one like church school before popping back out on that main road and finishing at the elementary where you started. But it's on the elementary side. 10K just keeps going past there. A little bit of a smaller crowd than normal from what I heard. Maybe like 50 people this morning. There was just a bunch of races going on in the area. I think 5 or 6 this morning. So people were spread out pretty good. But I took first in 20 minutes and 9 seconds. Didn't turn and burn. Since I'm doing 3 races today, I just let things play out and just sort of took over after a half mile or so. So I wasn't trying to burn up, trying to save my legs for the other 2 races. But I also wanted to win at least one today, so I wanted to make sure that I was ahead to win. But I felt pretty good. The temperatures were awesome. It was probably 63, 64 degrees when we started. So very nice. I'm happy with that. Beautiful running weather. Yeah, so I took the lead about a half mile or 7/10 in. Just gapped from there. Just running smooth at like a 6:30-ish pace, I believe, is what it was. Still got pretty sweaty. Because I mean, even though it was chillier temperatures, it still was a little bit humid, and just running at that speed in general just gets me sweaty. I got this for winning. It says Worth the Wait race. There's actually like a $50 Sheets gift card inside, which I was really shocked and happy with. You know, I love my use of Sheets. But I wanted to support this race for a couple years now. It just never worked out. I've always had other races or commitments where I was volunteering, like Eastern States, so I finally got a chance to do it. The race director's a really nice lady. The cause is to get like weighted blankets for babies who were just born going through withdrawal from drug addiction because their parents were like drug addicts or whatever. No fault of the child. So I guess the weighted blankets help. I don't know. I never really did research, but I just thought it sounded like a good cause, and I wanted to support it. They do a couple other things, but I know that was the one thing that stuck out that was different from other races. So pretty cool. It's a pretty cool cause in my opinion. But it's just a friendly atmosphere. They had volunteers at the major turns. They had some cones, some pink arrows. Kind of hard to get lost, per se. But I know one guy did today. I don't know if anybody else did, but I think he just cut short one of the U's, because after I went through the grove and was coming back, I saw this guy pop out of like one of the side streets, and I'm like, huh. I was like, wonder if he's running the race, if he's quitting early, or if he's just running around town, because a bunch of people run up top Westmont, so I wasn't thinking too much of it. Then he just seemed to be going the same direction that I was, and I'm like, whatever, because I knew I was in the lead, because there's no question about it. And then as I was coming into the finish line, I was passing him maybe like 10th or 2 before the finish. Like, I passed him, I just happened to look over, I saw he was wearing a bib. I'm like, well, he went the wrong way. And I was talking to him, and yeah, he missed like the whole Westmont Grove area, so he cut like a good half mile or so out of the course. So I guess it does happen. So that was a little bit of excitement. But other than that, I was running pretty much alone. I'm just trying to stay within myself for the other 2 races. Just trying to have fun today and supporting a couple causes. But it was cool that I got that little Yeti cup with that Chiefs gift card. If you get a chance, check out the race course posted online. Come support the race if you get a chance. I'd like to see the race grow a little bit more, have more local people support it. Again, the people who put it on are really friendly and nice people, so we need to support them. Other than that, I don't know, because I sort of blanked out a lot of the race, because I knew the course and I knew what was coming, so I just sort of, what I'm calling, blank out, not really pay attention too much. Though again, I will stress, it's not a closed course, so there is some traffic, so you do have to pay attention and not be a complete idiot per se, unless you want to get hit by a vehicle, because you know, people just don't pay attention while driving. Other than that, just trying to keep it short and say I had fun, which I did. I'm glad I went. Yeah, so 2 more races to go today, see how things go and see how things play out, I guess.